Welcome back to the Building a Business series, where I take you through the process of building a software business. So today's going to be a pretty quick video. I'm just going to give you an update on what happened since the last update video. Similar to the last update video, I'm still working on ingesting data from the Securities and Exchange Commission. I've decided that I'm going to use a backend as a service to get started called Supabase. Supabase provides similar features to something called Firebase. The main difference between them is that Firebase uses a NoSQL database and Supabase uses a SQL database. In this case, it's PostgreSQL. So that's the database that I'm going to be trying to ingest into. And all of the work I've been doing recently has just been prepping the data from the raw data from the Securities and Exchange Commission so that I can now insert it into a database. So part of my work was creating the database schemas that I'm going to be ingesting the data into. That's pretty much done now. I may have to make some slight modifications to it, depending on if I think I should change it when I'm actually going through the ingestion process. So I'm going to be injecting the data into a development environment first, and then eventually I'll start up another project to be the production environment. So that's the main thing. The other thing I've been working on is trying to find a source for Canadian data. Canada provides data similar to how the US provides data, but it's a lot worse. They seem to be much further behind. The US enforces companies to upload data in something called XBRL. They basically give you this nice structure to upload data to, but Canada also has XBRL, except it's not enforced. So companies don't really have to do it, so they're only enforced to upload their raw filings. And another problem I found is that on the Canadian side, if you try and programmatically download any of those filings, you get blocked. I'm sure there's a way around it, but it's against, well, at least based on the message that I got when I was trying to programmatically download it, it seems like that is against their policy. So we'll see about that. We reached out to the organization that is in charge of distributing this data. And the data cost is $60,000 a year, which is way out of our budget. And to be honest, is pretty unfair considering that the US gives the data away for free. At some point, I'm going to try and lobby to get that price down significantly, if not to zero, because it would help the Canadian financial markets out quite a bit, because it would make it so that more people have access to better information that gives them the confidence to invest in Canadian markets. So there will be more on that, but probably not anytime soon. There are other providers that you can get the data from secondhand, but again, their policies are likely such that you cannot repost a large fraction of that data. You'd have to do some sort of derivative works in order to post any information about the data. Let me know if you know of any data sources, especially for Canadian data, that gives you essentially full rights to republish the data. I doubt it exists, but it's possible. Yeah, so that was a little bit of an annoyance, but we'll see what happens with that. Try and open this up for everyone, so eventually. Going forward, continuing to work on this ingestion process. Again, I think I'm done with the data manipulations I need to make to the raw data in order to make it uploadable into the database. Now it's just a matter of creating the database and injecting into it and just making sure that that's production ready. And then once that's done, I think my focus will mostly be on website design, also finishing up the logo designs, which I'm getting help with for both of those things. And yeah, I'll give you updates after that's done. So again, I'm going to try and make another video in about a week. We'll see if I get to it. This time I was 10 days, so a little bit closer. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.